Right. Hello, biology students. I thought I would quick send you a video just to check in, see how all of you are doing, even though you can't respond to me. But we missed going over fish last week. Hopefully you enjoyed that. There's maybe, remember, two main classifications, cartilaginous and skeletal or bony fish. 95% or so of all the fish out there are our bony fish, which are more of the ones that we eat. A lot of interesting facts there. I thought one of the most interesting ones, or I've enjoyed, is the fish scale. When a fish gets bigger, it doesn't multiply or increase the number of scales, they just get larger. So the rings on a tree can be counted for how old a tree is. The rings on a fish scale can also give you an idea of how old that fish is. So just sort of an interesting fact there. So if you have a fish with really small scales, more than likely it's a juvenile, whereas if you get a fish that has larger scales, probably a grandpa fish possibility. So when you go through and check your answers for biology, I'm going to be sending you out the PowerPoint for fish. It should look something like this, hopefully. All right. The points will be next to each one in the green. You're going to go through, grade it yourself. Now, I might have messed up because I asked you guys to send me your homework, and I didn't think that would be a lot easier if you guys graded it and then sent it to me. So can I ask you guys to grade it and then send it back to me, because I didn't think through that one. So that was the fish chapter. The next chapter that we were going to cover the beginning of this week is looking at insects and arachnids and all different things. See if I can find that. Here we go. All right. So hopefully you might have some fun going through and trying to identify the different types of arthropods that I put throughout this slide, okay? Just as a fun thing, you don't actually have to do it, but I embedded or copied, however you're supposed to say that, a bunch of pictures onto this PowerPoint, all right? We are not doing this whole section today because I think we only get through section 3 and there will be more to cover next week, but you know, I especially like probably section number 2, where they go through and they give us all the classifications. We have a lab that goes with that, which who knows when we're going to get to do our lab. Just like last week, or you know, week 25, we were supposed to dissect a fish. So I still don't know how we're going to handle those things, but I'll be thinking about it. So as you go through, you're going to be covering the first chapter, or the first section, which is all about, hold on one second, I need to get to the right page, an overview. Then we get into that second section, which I really like, and maybe you'll even find your insect that you were doing your report on listed in there, maybe not. And then when we get into the third section, it might be the best for some of you, arachnids, all right, spiders. So we are going to learn all about those, and really cool, like when a spider dies, it all shrivels up, and why it shrivels up and doesn't stay large, because like when a beetle dies or a fly dies, it just stays at the same size. So we will be sending, or I will be sending out a PowerPoint for these week 22. No, not week 22, week 26, sorry about that, homework, and you are going to grade it and then get it back to me, send it back in a picture. I know I said scan for some of you. That's if you had a copier at home, you scanned it with the copier and then attached it to an email. But really, if taking a picture of it is easier for you, that's perfectly fine. All right, let's talk test here, because the test over our amphibians and reptiles, you were given the study guide, but you were never given the test, because I was supposed to email it out to you, because for some reason it wasn't in my big notebook where I keep all the information. I think it was in the next one. So we're going to just skip over that one, because I'm not going to try to make you study things from 2 chapters ago. For the fish, you were supposed to watch the video of how to dissect the fish, fill out a quiz for that, and then I also had a quiz that you were going to be taking in class over the fish chapter, which had just been over the questions that we answered on the PowerPoint. So Please go back and watch the video, because even if we don't get to dissect fish, at least you can see it. Print out the quiz that goes with the dissections, answer that as you're watching the videos, mail that into me, or, you know, picture, however you're going to get it to me. And then I am going to be sending you, your parents, the quiz for chapter 19 that is over fish, and they will then administer that. That shouldn't have any books or anything open for it, all right? And then when we get to the end of chapter 20, we will be doing the same thing, but it is actually going to be a test. And I will probably include the study guide this week for you guys, so you can start looking at that. I'm pretty sure I'm going to try to do that. The last thing I want to say is I'm going to try to get onto Zoom so we can have a live classroom. Next week I have to do some traveling, which seems weird during this, but I have to move my daughters out of college. So week 27's information might not be given to you until the second week in April, when I know we're technically on spring break, or the first week in April, excuse me, just because I don't think I'm going to have very much internet access during next week. So just don't get worried if you don't get any information from me next week. It'll be the week after, just because I don't know how long it's going to take me to pack them up and then drive back from Arizona. So, hey, stay healthy, enjoy your brothers and sisters, listen to your parents, and I will see you guys later. Bye.